Politicians love talking up trade deals.
You give us Tim Tams, we give you penguins, you give us Vegemite, we give you Marmite.
This agreement with Australia is the UK's first major trade deal since it left the European Union. And it's promising a lot.
This is the most comprehensive and ambitious agreement that Australia has concluded.
But let's get back to basics. What actually is a free trade agreement?
What we normally have is a whole lot of barriers to trade that exist between countries. It may be tariffs, it may be quotas on how many goods we can sell. What we see in agreements like this agreement with the UK is an unwinding of a number of those barriers.
These agreements aren't about free trade, they're preferential trade agreements, which is the opposite to free trade.
Throughout the 70s, 80s and 90s, Australia went through a period of trade liberalisation. Tariffs and other trade barriers were reduced in a deliberate effort to open up to the world.
The interests of the great majority of Australians in this generation, as well as future generations, will be best served by having a smaller tariff barrier than Australia has had.
The benefits of free trade come about when you lower your own tariffs and all your protections. And we've done that. We've done it from the 70s right through the 80s and 90s. And that's when that's when you get the benefits. So the benefits from these deals are negligible. They actually reverse a lot of the things that we've already done.
History shows Australia's trade agreements haven't always been positive.
Not every free trade agreement is a goldmine for Australian industries.
In 2010, the Productivity Commission looked into Australia's trade deals and concluded that the improvements in national income from bilateral preferential agreements are likely to be modest.
One of the big problems with these preferential deals is that they have what's known as dispute resolution clauses in them. And that can elevate the power of a corporation over an elected government. And the classic one was when Philip Morris, the big tobacco company, sued Australia when we introduced laws over plain packaging for cigarettes.
There's a role for trade deals in boosting morale, and that's especially the case for the UK.
This is the first agreement for the United Kingdom since they've left the European Union. So this is their post-Brexit entry into negotiating free trade agreements. So the symbolism is really quite important here.
We'll be hearing more specifics about this trade deal in the next few months. The question everyone will be asking is, what impact will it have in the long run?
It adds a lot of red tape and bureaucracy to transactions. And in fact, a lot of businesses just go right round these agreements. They circumvent them because they're just too difficult.